Hey guys, well, okay, so I wasn't going to do a video today. Kind of got some quiet time, and I was thinking on our astral conversation. In this one, I'd like to cover the acoustic records, the Hall of Records, the Astral Library, whatever you want to call it. The Astral Library, or the acoustic records, is a location in the astral, and it'll look a little different to everyone. But it is a place where every piece of information about everything and everyone is stored. Now, if you research the acoustic records, you will find out that you only have access to certain parts of those records. If you go to look at anyone else's record, or you go to look at anyone else's past history without their permission, I don't actually recommend you do that unless you have their permission. Now, you can take a look at your past lives, where you've been, what you've done, things you've experienced, and it will help you in this lifetime and future lifetimes to come. The Hall of Records, which I'll call it because it's easier to say than acoustic, well anyway, I screwed that word up. When you're entering, you'll meet with the librarian. You make your request as to what you're wanting to find. And once you find these records, you'll have the ability to sit down, read through. Some of it will be video where you can watch events. Some of it will be writings, pictures. I know that mine has been video, writings, and pictures. I've heard some tell from some people that it was simply writings, that all they could do was read. Others, it was simply a book of pictures, because their spiritual architecture dated back further than print itself. So it was all just simply pictures, and you had to interpret the picture and the meaning from there, which we all know can be a bit daunting. The Hall of Records in the Astral is also the gateway to the Astral College, which I'll discuss as another video. The Hall of Records is a place where you can meet people, you can sit and talk and chat. Now, if you meet someone that does not look like they do on this plane, yet you feel you know them, ask them, what lifetime do I know you from? And then listen to what they say and go from there. Nothing is ever cut in stone. Nothing is ever verbatim as to what it is written. Remember that you're reading things through the Spirit's eye, through the Spirit's perception, and all of that has to filter through your forward mind and be perceived by your brain and interpreted as such. So be careful how you interpret things that you learn in the astral. Don't ever take things too literal. All planes, all existences, and all forms and shapes of the world are not black and white. Everything is due to interpretation. Like hitting a tree. The only fact is that you hit the tree to begin with. Everything else is due for interpretation and perception and somebody else's idea of events. When you're in the astral, always remember there are three sides to every coin. A lot of people miss this. Every coin has your perception, someone else's perception, and the actual truth of events. Your task in the astral is to perceive and interpret all three sides of that coin and what it means to you. If you locate an astral interpreter, much like a dream interpreter or an OBE interpreter, they may interpret things differently. So don't take what they say as gold. Take what they say as, okay, this is their interpretation, it matches with my interpretation of this, that, or the other. Never falsely read anything into what you read in the Hall of Records. The reason I say this and the reason I cover this is people today want to be black and white. They want to take, and they've been taught to take, the Bible as black and white and the law. Never assume that. The Bible is a book of stories written by man, moved by their spirit. That's the same thing as the Hall of Records in the Astral. When these records are written, they're written upon your actions within a particular lifetime. And they're not day by day, hour by hour, or minute by minute. They are particular events that happened at that point in time which have affected your outcome of that lifetime. Keep that in mind. Do not carry any guilt with you. Like, for example, my prior lifetime in the Astral, I was a son of a bitch. Okay, I can be an asshole in this lifetime, but that's not the point. I did not take that to heart and feel guilty about it. I learned it, I used it as a learning experience and moved forward from there. I suggest you do the same. As you come forward in your learning through the Astral and learning through the Hall of Records, and when you decide to enter into the Astral College and find a master or a teacher, you'll need to remember to carry with you always to keep an open mind, to keep an open spirit, and never think that the world is concrete. Nothing in this world is ever concrete. Many things are not what they appear to be. Take things at face value, take things for the way you perceive them at the moment, and stand back and take a look at it later once you've decided what it means to you. Don't always be fast to jump to conclusions. That's a problem in this world today. Enjoy your stay in the Astral, enjoy your trips to the Astral, and enjoy my videos. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas, put them in a slot below, or drop me an email. Most of you guys watching these videos know my email address, or at least have it local. If you don't, it's Pegasus12162@yahoo.com. You can drop an email there, or you can drop an email to my Celtic Shaman address, which is CelticShamanism@gmail.com. Have a great day. Enjoy your upcoming weekend. And again, blessed live.